folks, I do hope you're well this fine Tuesday. It's a fine Tuesday where I'm living anyway. The sun is out again. It's definitely got its hat on. Is that what they say? I think they do. Right, today's edition of Showbiz News. We're going to start with a bit of sad news and we're going to end up in the toilet. More about that later. Sad news. Wayne Dobson, 80s TV musician, has died. How old was it? 68, I think, after a long battle with MS. I do remember him. Can't say I was a massive fan, but he was on our TVs a fair old amount in the 80s and early 90s from what I can remember. He's sadly passed anyway. Right, Liam Gallagher, he's in the news today. They've caught him reading one of those teleprompters, reading the words. He's in concert there, and he's forgotten a lot of the words, and he's got them in front of him. You're thinking, no one by now, wouldn't you? Mind you, he has had 16 years away from it. Maybe that's what it is. I honestly don't know. And he's probably that bit older. His mind isn't what it was. I know all about that. I froze the other day on the camera. I thought, what am I going to say now? I know what I'm going to say, but I can't remember what it is. Weird. Gets you when you get older, folks. Don't you worry about that. What else have we got? Yeah, there's an old video. Funny enough, about Oasis. There's an old video just resurfaced now. One of these social media whizzes was in that there Manchester. And an old fella stopped him. This old fella happens to be Nola Liam's dad. And he said, he said, I'm the dad of the Gallaghers. They don't want to outdo him anymore. I'm estranged. They're not bothered about me. But he said, everybody says they're geniuses. He said, I'll tell you what. They know absolutely nothing about music. Nothing about it at all. What were his exact words? They wouldn't know what good music was if it bit them on the arse. I thought, well, I like that. I can't disagree with him there. They might not like him, but I can't disagree with him there. I think he's spot on with that one. What else have we got? We did have another one for you as well. Yeah, I said we're going to the toilet. We're there already. Nothing else happening in showbiz today. Nothing else happening at all. Well, we start with this morning, a little piece at the start of this morning. You've got Ben and Kat both riding a luggage trolley. I know it sounds weird. You'd have had to have watched it. You actually physically sit on it, and it actually, you can drive the thing. Yes, honestly, it's true. Anyway, she wants to protect her modesty because she's got a flowing red dress on. And she says to old Ben, yes, I've actually ticked it. I've tucked it in the old Alan Wickers. I've tucked it to protect me modesty. And he said, he said, well, that's a change. At least you're wearing them for a change. She looked a bit shocked and then laughed it off. I thought, too much info. She's been out again. Is it this Dianne Vickers? She's had 8 months celibate, well, other than with herself, 8 months celibate. And she wants to tell us all now about her sex life and her past sexploits. She's doing a podcast with a mate of hers. She said, well, where's the weirdest place you've ever made love? She said, that's easy, that one, she said. A public toilet. She said. It stunk, it was off, it was in a small place, and we knew there were people waiting, but we couldn't keep our hands off one another. I thought to myself, too much info. I don't really need to know that. Don't need to know that at all, but she's told me, so she never told me, it was on internet there, but they've told me, I'm telling you. Right, don't love you and leave you. That's where we've got to, folks. We've sunk to the toilet now. That's where we are now. But if there's nothing to report on this section of the channel, there's nothing I can do. Nothing's happening out there. The showbiz folk are doing nothing. They've all hibernated. What's going on? Nothing's happening at all in the world of showbiz. But as it does, worry not, folks. I will be there.